Hello everybody, this is Steve Grizzetti, co-founder of MoviePix.com and author of the MoviePix.com Guide to any number of video editing programs. And if you're trying to edit video that you have on tape, that's an older video, for instance, an analog video, or even a mini DV video that was recorded digitally with a camcorder onto tape, your challenge is, how do you get that video into your computer in a format that's editable in a typical video editing program? Now, in the old days, you would connect over a FireWire connection. That's still the ideal way to do it. But most computers today do not have IEEE 1394 FireWire connections. And even the devices to capture over FireWire connections are virtually non-existent. So for capture over a USB connection, we've tried a number of units, and I think one of the most effective is one called the Diamond VC500. Now this retails for about $39 on Amazon.com. It's a nice device, but I'm not real happy with the software that it uses, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Now here is the device. You can see it's fairly simple. It's just a USB-based device. You plug it into the composite ports, the RCA jacks on your camcorder, or you can even use an S-video output. Those are something that virtually every tape-based camcorder has available, or if you're coming from VHS, if you're coming from a DVD player, whatever you're coming from, chances are you've got either the S-video or the composite output to connect to this device. Now, once you've done that, you want to install the software. You'll install DirectX 9. You'll install the driver for this device. You'll install the software, and then the program will reboot the computer for you. This is the software that the program uses to capture the video. I'm not terribly happy with this software. I have some issues with it. But if you want to use the software, you set it up by clicking on the little cog right here. Set it up for NTSC, or if you're in PAL World, PAL M or MJ. And then under record, you'll want to select DVD. Now these other options here, like MP4, these are lower resolution options. If you want to capture at 720 by 480 or 720 by 576, you'll want to use the DVD option here. These playback controls do not control your camcorder. That's one thing that's a little confusing about this software. You can press play, and that will make sure that there's a connection to your camcorder, and then you operate the camcorder by pressing the buttons on the camcorder or on the tape player itself. Now, once you're running the tape, all you need to do is press this red button here and it will be recorded to your computer. Now, one of the issues that I have with this particular software is I have not been able to get it to record any audio. So even if it records decent video, it's not giving me the audio I need. If it works for you, that's great. I just can't get it to work. As an alternative to it, I use the Pot Player, POT Player, and that's available from potplayer.daum.net. It's free. There's a 64-bit version here. You just download it for Windows. If you're recording on a Mac, you can use, of course, either iMovie or you can use LifeFlix, which is available for purchase from the App Store. But here on our PC, we're going to use the Pot Player. So we download and install Pot Player. And Pot Player looks like this. Just go up here to the upper left-hand corner of Pot Player, and from it, select Video Recording, Record Video, and that will open up the interface for recording the video. I'm just going to widen this window a little bit. Set up your video to record in MP4 with the H.264 codec and a bit rate of about 8000 kbps with a frame rate of 30 FPS and then an audio codec of AAC. Then you should be all set. Then we'll play our camcorder here. If it's not showing up in your Pot Player, just press the little play button here in the lower left and it will connect. There we go.
Sarah!
There's our video. And then we just come over to this window, and when we're ready to record, you just click the start button. That's it. It's recording the video.
Why don't you kids get out of there and let the adults in there? Huh?
We stop when we're ready to stop. Like I say, you cannot control your camcorder from the software. That's kind of the nature of these sort of capture devices. But it does produce a really nice video file, digital video file here in an MP4 format that will just load perfectly into Premiere Elements, Cyberlink Power Director. Vegas Movie Studio, Vegas Pro, any pro software will also be able to use it. So it's a great way to digitize your old video, your old mini DV, your old VHS, your old digital 8, whatever you have, you can digitize it, put it into your computer, and the results are going to look terrific. That's the Diamond VC500, available for about $40 on Amazon.com. I'm Steve Grizzetti, and I hope if you want to know anything at all about video editing, you'll check out the many books we have at Amazon.com. And if you want to know everything there is or have any questions, come by moviepix.com, my website. Thanks for joining me. Take care.